Hi, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Christmas schooling day in the life, so please remember to subscribe and let's go to school. Okay, so this video is an open collaboration video with Abby from Rooted in Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. So there'll be a playlist link below with a bunch of other homeschool moms showing how they homeschool through the holidays. And so make sure to check that out. And I'm really excited to get into Christmas. It's December 1st and we're officially starting like all of our Christmas stuff today. And so we have a lot of things going on. We have several different advent calendars and it's just gonna be, and some crafts and things. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. So you're gonna see be the first ones to see what it looks like to have Christmas schooling in our house, because I don't even know. I don't even know what it's gonna look like because this is day number 1. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm gonna flip you around and kind of show you what we're going to be doing this morning. Okay, so I set everything out on the table last night just so it'd be easier to show you. So we're gonna start with our history curriculum. This is really the only normal work we're doing through the Christmas season. We finished our science curriculum, so I don't want to start a new one until January, but we haven't quite hit that point in our history. So we're still gonna do history. So we have our history here. We have our normal like scripture study, which we're almost done with the Old Testament. So that's what we're gonna be doing. This is a little activity that goes along with that. And then we're starting the Christmas from Campfire curriculums right here. And so I have my scriptures because it wants us to start, I think, with reading Luke chapter 1. So I have my Bible and that, so we can start that today. And then all the Advent and craft stuff. So we have an Advent calendar, which we'll show later when we put this on, but our first day is always to make a Christmas chain. And then we have a scripture that we read with it. And then the front has pictures of Christ on it. So we'll hang that one up. So we're making the Christmas chain right here. We'll staple it probably together. And then we have another Advent that this is an ornament. And so we'll take it out and read about it and put it on our little Christmas tree that's in our homeschool room. And then I picked out just a few Christmas books to start off reading today. And then we have this candle that can go in our wreath right here, which has names of Christ that you find throughout the scriptures. Sorry, my camera wants to focus on everything outside of it. It's not everything that's really close to it. Okay, so it has all of his different names right here. And so I'll probably just let my kids take turns picking which name they want to fill in for the day. And then this is for the craft we're going to be doing. It's a watercolor craft. And so I printed out a whole bunch of different shapes. So we have Christmas trees, we have angels, candy canes. There's some big ones and small ones. So when we get to that, I'll show you what we're doing. And then the last thing I set out, even though they probably won't have it this morning, maybe after lunch, is there are chocolate advent calendars. In the past, we've done the Lego ones, but we've just gotten so many Legos and they don't play with them afterwards. And so we're like, we'll just do these ones, especially since it's just a little piece of chocolate. So I got 4 different ones so they can fight over who gets which one. I'll probably end up deciding who gets them. But that's kind of what our plan is for this morning. So we'll see how it goes and bring you along. I'm making my breakfast, and while the kids are waiting to start school, they're reading our Christmas books. And so this is one of like the best things that we've ever done. My husband started, this one's not reading a book. My husband started a tradition when we first got married of books. And so this is what we've gotten over our 13 years of marriage. And the kids love it when we pull them out. So they're all sitting here looking at books, waiting patiently for me to eat my breakfast. Except for this one. Okay, I realized I didn't even explain the tradition. I just told you we had a tradition. And so when we first got married, my husband's like, I'm gonna buy a Christmas book for you every single year of our marriage. And you know, as our kids get older, they're gonna have all these books to look at. So we have a lot more Christmas books than that. I have a bunch for like homeschool and stuff. But those ones get packed away. These ones from my husband get packed away every year, and they only come out when we put up our tree and stuff. And so it's always just a fun time for them. And we have a few more than 13 that he's found like on a deal or something. So every year, every Christmas, I get to unwrap a Christmas book. And so it's just been a fun tradition that he started, and he's like, it's the one thing I can do every year and make sure I keep doing is this tradition. So that's what the tradition is, if you were wondering. great. Okay, so we're gonna start off with this. This is actually, it's the Light the World. It's from one of our church leaders. They brought it over for all the kids. And so you scratch them off and it gives you an activity to do all the days leading up to Christmas. And my kids have been dying to do this since she brought it a few days ago. So they just want to do this first. So we're going to scratch them off and see what it says.
Look, that's so cool. You like scratch my piece?
You're doing a good job, Liddy.
You
Make sure you don't scratch the other ones, babe.
I already scratched one.
Oh.
Read Luke 2.
Guess what? We're going to read Luke 1 today, and then we're going to talk about Luke 2. It's like it knew what we were going to do already. We're doing a history activity, and they're trying to find the oldest date. So we have one on that sliding glass, which you can't see. And then there's one over here. So they're trying to find the oldest one. And there's one on that door, too.
There's this one called March.
Did you guys figure it out? That one says June, and Mazer says there's one for March.
But June is before March.
No. June is after, right?
Which one?
We have 3 papers so far in order. So this one's June of 1775. So George Washington was unanimously, I can't talk. Okay, so we're gonna have Mazer do the candle, and then this piece right here that goes on our Advent, and then the ornament for our tree, just because it's easier for me to remember if one kid goes every day, and then we'll just go in order. So Alana will be next, and that just makes my life so much easier than if I'm trying to keep track of who does what every single day. So Mazer, what name are you gonna pick? Creator. Okay, so he's doing creator, and then we're gonna read the scripture on here, which is in Isaiah, and then we'll show you where we hang this up. Okay, so here is the calendar that this goes on. So he's gonna put it on the nail that's for the first day, if he can find the nail. Sometimes it's tricky. Okay, so that's the first thing that goes on our 'Tis the Season for Christ Advent calendar. Mazer's gonna open this for us and see what it is.
Yes!
They had guessed.
Mom said to keep it in your head. And it was your second guess, man.
Okay, so this is the little tree that we put these ornaments on. So we have them all in little bags here, and then he just put the first one up here. It's a star, and we can change this little calendar too, right? Do we change it so we're at 24? Is that where we are? I don't know. I guess, yes, it's 25 days till Christmas. So we change it to 24 tomorrow. We've never used this kind of calendar counting backwards like this, so it's confusing me. So we have that. We have all the things to remind us of when Christmas is gonna be here. Okay, so this is what the kids are gonna be doing. It's kind of hard to see, but this is from Projects with Kids, which I really like. They have a lot of free printouts, like not all of these were free, but they have several that are free if you sign up for their newsletter and stuff. So it's just like simple clip art that you can do simple art projects with. And so they're gonna trace it like Liddy's doing right now, tracing her candy cane. And then they can paint it. We're not doing the snowflake today, but they can do the tree, or they can do the angel, or I also have a star or a candy cane. And they're just gonna use watercolor. We're just using this watercolor today, not our liquid ones, because they kind of get messy sometimes. And then they can just paint them, and they can do a few different ones. If they wanna use some of the smaller pieces, so like there's a big angel, and like a big angel, not this one's not big, and a small angel, they could do cards even, like cut their watercolor paper in half and fold it and then do a card with some of the smaller pieces. So there's a few different options. They can kind of do however they want. So I'm gonna let them get to work being creative. Yeah, Liddy finished her tree. I like it. I like how you used a few different colors of green. Yeah, it makes it look really good. Mazer finished his artwork already, so he's stapling our chain. Sorry if the camera is bouncing. I'm holding a baby and he really wants to get down and get into all the paint. So Mazer's stapling the chain together for us, and we'll just put that on our tree and they can rip off one every day. Oh, hi. Hi, baby. Alana has her tree over there and an angel that she's gonna do. We're not sure what this one's gonna do yet, but we're doing our art project over here. Look, this guy can walk. Oh, and fall. Are you really good at walking? Are you gonna stand back up and walk some more? Yeah, you gonna walk? He's gotten really good at walking and he just loves to walk more than anything else, huh? Whoa, you get going a little fast, huh? It's a very colorful tree. Lydia, you might have to just trace the candy cane on a different piece of paper because that's gonna take a while to dry. You're almost done with the chain. It's getting pretty long.
Yep, last one.
Okay, so we are looking for number 1 and we're gonna open these. It's a little bit before lunch, but since it's the first day, we're gonna let them open them before lunch. So we're gonna open them and get their little chocolate.
I got a choo-choo train.
Oh, it's so cute. Is everyone's a choo-choo train?
Mine's a Christmas tree. I can't.
Yours is a Christmas tree. Yours is different.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I think, is a train. There you go. Okay, are you gonna eat it?
Yeah.
How is it? Mmm. Then we have a baby over there trying to get everything off of our cart, huh?
Milk chocolate.
Luck, what are you doing? Are you playing? Okay, so that was a day in the life of our Christmas schooling. I don't feel like it was anything like crazy or super hard or anything like that. You know, it kind of just was typical. It's only just barely after 11. So it was a shorter day, which probably will be pretty typical, I imagine, just because I want to leave time if we want to play games or do more art projects or something, that we have plenty of time to do those things. But it was a good morning. It had some rough points, which I feel like most days do. We had a kid that we had to decide where he was gonna be and what was gonna happen. And he needed to take a break for a little while, but then he came back and participated. So, you know, that's just normal life. It's hard to do things, whether it's Christmas schooling or normal homeschool. But I hope you enjoyed just a little bit of a glimpse into our Christmas schooling. It's very focused on Christ and just doing some more art projects, and we'll be doing some baking as the month goes on. And that's basically what it's gonna be. And so pretty simple and pretty straightforward. So remember to check out the playlist that will be linked down below and give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.